Hello, all. Good morning. Please let me know if you can hear me. You're able to hear me because I'm not able to hear anybody. Just wanted to confirm if everything is fine. Hello. So this is just for to check. Please let me know if you can hear me because.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, great. Okay, then let's begin. Um, the entire webinar is live streamed, so you could please subscribe to our channel by scanning this QR code, or you can visit youtube.com/at here and now underscore AI. This would be useful because at the end of the webinar, you will have a recorded session available on YouTube, which you can follow along, and you could you could in fact repeat along. I have one more request. If you can use two different devices, it would be great. Um, Raj and Mehak, please, could you let me know, like, if everybody has joined, if we can begin? I can see Divya here, and I can see. Uh, 1 minute, like this is. Yeah, I can see Tremodas. Okay, and I can see Abhinayagi. Okay, so if you are, could you present about yourself? Like, I'd like to understand your profile, which will help me, in fact, to um, proceed, because where to begin, what to do. That would be this webinar is for 2 hours, split into three different parts. Part number one, like first 30 minutes, we'll be discussing about a little bit about AI and what we do, who is here and now. Then the second part, which is the major part, that would last for 1 to 1 hour 15 minutes, where we'll be coding together and creating an FAQ bot. That is the topic for today. And then the final part would be we would be going through um, the opportunities that are available for knowing AI, for learning AI. So your career paths we'll be discussing, and then we'll be concluding, and we'll also be helping you on how to get your certification at the end of the webinar, like how to secure a certificate. That will also be explained in the third part. So shall we begin? Give me a thumbs up. Give me some thumbs ups. So, if you can. Yeah. Yes, thumbs up is from. Yeah, I can see. Like, okay, great. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay. I would. I would now call our director, Madam Deepthi Balagopal, to begin the session. Ma'am, you may begin. Thank you so much.
Good morning, all of you. I hope my screen is visible to all of you. Do you hear me? Because Mantanu activate. Okay, yeah, I think now you can hear me. So let me invite one of you to please read this for me. Learning AI with Here and Now AI, a webinar on career guidance for the AI era. Do I have one volunteer to read this for me? Divya? Divya, are you there? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Please read this for me, ma'am.
Let an ultra-intelligent machine be defined as a machine that can far surpass all the intellectual activities of any human, however clever. Since the design of machines is one of these intellectual activities, an ultra-intelligent machine could design even better machines. There would then unquestionably be an intelligence explosion, and the intelligence of human would be left far behind. Thus, the first ultra-intelligent machine is the last invention that human need ever make.
By I.G. Good, 1965. Okay, so we see that this ultra intelligent machine that can surpass all intellectual activities. A human brain has been an intelligent thing which is able to think. And so similarly, is this machine also going to be performing intellectual activities? Okay, and this was written by I.G. Good in 1965. So nothing recent, nothing new. All right. Well, having considered this, we are splitting our presentation today in 3 chapters. The webinar starts with chapter 1, which is AI and its opportunities. And chapter 2, you get to really get onto the code, you play, you just code together. And by chapter 3, you understand how to secure an AI job. Okay? Yes. To start with this chapter 1, with AI and its opportunities, I thank our CTO, Balaji sir, and I have my name there as COO and CEO Rudran Raghavan sir. We have a short note, part of Here and Now AI, representing the organization, representing the vision. We have a short note there. With this said, quickly taking you through the roadmap of Here and Now AI. From 2025, having the Caramel AI teacher bot, to 2026, building an application, 2027, also incorporating VR, and expecting to have our prototype 1 by 2028, to 2029, heading towards a prototype 2, and 2030, the final vision that we hold is creating a fully autonomous robot professor. End of the day, education is what we've been doing. So we are in this segment since now the 14th year right now. And so everything is narrowed down to being able to create and create more professors to impart more education and spread to every corner of our country and eventually the world. So that is our vision. Having said this, looking into the most important term, what you know you're here for and how it can be easily understood by anybody. Okay, so part of our AI and its opportunities. What is AI? You know there is traditional programming, where you see on your right side, there's a mother along with his son and teaching him how to prepare coffee. Okay, so the ingredients are listed out to him. She is teaching him step by step on how this is performed and finally showing him the product, the output. That is a traditional programming. Whereas in artificial intelligence, all that is done is this child is presented with the ingredients. He is given this in front of him with the measure, whatever required. And he is also given the output to taste. Now that is this intellectual machine which is going to find out the rules or the step-by-step instruction by himself or by itself, if you're going to refer to the machine. That is how easy artificial intelligence is going to work. You ask for the output, you tell them these can be the ingredients. This is how our output has been, and this is what we want in multiple versions. And there you have this intellectual machine being able to present to you the step-by-step instructions and the rules that it requires. So in short, the method is traditional programming where the input is given, the ingredients are given. Rules are also told, and what you get is the output. Whereas the method here in the artificial intelligence is what you give is your ingredients and the output, and what you get is that the machine, the ultra intelligent machine, figures out the rules. Isn't that easy? Have you tried or tested this in any form? See, some of you, okay, Disha Doshi, I suppose she is our student. Okay, and some more, or any of you already been in this and tried your, tried your hands on this. If I can get to hear from Anandita, Chandrasekhar, Gauri Varadarajan, Jayakavya, Jerlin, Kirtana, Naveen, Pankaj, Lakshmi Gayatri, Sarova, Shakti, any of you to volunteer and tell me in any different form, simpler terms. Subhashri, Shakti Kannan, do you have any other definition to this before we can look into another simple definition? Or you can even relate to your real-time experience. What you have done, yes ma'am, this is similar to what I did. This is what the output I had fed to the computer or I had fed to that machine. and I also fed the ingredients, and what I got was this. Do you have any answer here? Anybody to volunteer? Abhinayagi S. Are you a student? Are you a working professional? Do I have AI students here? Computer science students. I know Divya is a computer science student. Apart from that, any of you? Nityashri Nambi. Yes, you have joined us. Welcome, Nityashri. Oh, data science and AI is what Naveen has been doing. Okay. Where are you from, Naveen? Naveen is yet to answer. Bangalore. Okay. What do you do? Are you a student or a working professional? But you can also give me your answer, okay? Naveen is telling me about him, but you can also give me your answer. Okay, completed your bachelor's. All right. So if any of you at some point in time, Pankaj Verma is doing data science, okay? Well, so any of you would like to intervene and give in any new term or something that we're not mentioning here, you would like to add on to the relevant detail, please feel free to do that. Love to have it as an interactive session. Okay, well, so we have these concentric circles here, and you can see artificial intelligence dates back even from 40s and 50s, where these machines were, making them capable of performing intelligent tasks like human beings. That is what it is, simplified. And machine learning dates back to 80s and 90s, where something is already fed, and then machine starts to learn by itself and being able to perform. So there is some set of algorithms given, steps given, rules given, whatever. They're used by these machines, and from this experience or the data, they learn. By 2000s and 2010s, deep learning was figured out. There is a multi-layer neural network, an architecture in a term to coin it as a term, to learn many illustrations or representations. And 2010 to 20s, we have generative AI. Have you been hearing of this term, generative AI? Any of you? If so, what have you heard of? We just said about neural networks and deep learning. So using these deep neural networks, such as transformers, okay, to give an example, or human language tasks or images and audio generation has been done. So that is generative AI. Image generation, audio generation, video generation, and so on. Text, of course, you know it, and all of you are using this already. Okay. Well, so what is AI? I think sir would also like to intervene to mention here on what is AI with these three pictures in front of me. Artificial narrow intelligence, where it is designed to perform specific tasks. Artificial general intelligence, you can behave in a human-like way across all tasks. If you're not reading and just listening to me also, it would be good. I'm keeping it very simple here because we need quite some good time to code and get into what it is. And super intelligence is where you're smarter than the humans, and Sci-Fi is involved in it. Okay, so ANI versus AGI and versus ASI. AI versus not an AI.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope you can hear me. Let me first share my screen, then you will be able to understand what is happening. Ma'am is left at what is AI and what is not AI. Let me just come to that screen and let me first share also entire screen. If I share this, you will have an idea of what is happening here. Okay, please let me know if you can see my screen. Please give me thumbs up. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Abhi. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Now, what is an AI and what is not an AI? If you have already, you can always share. For example, here, the first one, if I see, a simple automation is not an AI. Whereas UiPath, when they started, they started as a simple automation company, but now they have brought in AI into their company. So in olden days we had chatbots which are capable of answering only whatever questions that are fed into. It used to be if then chatbots. If you ask this question, then you get this answer, and that was all scripted. Whereas with machine learning models like ChatGPT, today we can ask any questions and it is capable of answering. So that is AI. Whereas when it comes to calculator, which is a static algorithm, you cannot do anything beyond mathematics, or you cannot do beyond these four arithmetic operations. For example, it could be addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. I don't know where the division symbol is here. Okay, be it wherever it is. But we cannot do beyond these four arithmetic operations, or maybe we can do square root and few more. But we can't do anything beyond this. This is a static algorithm. This is not an AI, because it's all hard-coded programming. Whereas when it comes to self-driving cars, every day new roads are being seen and new actions are taken. The machine is capable of learning itself. For example, in the previous slides, if you look at it, like when ma'am was saying here, how somebody in fact learns to prepare coffee. For example, even if somebody knows how to cook in this group, it's not that you have learned it always from your learned it from YouTube or by step-by-step process. You would have learned it just by being with your parents. It could either be your father or mother, whoever is cooking, and you just be around that person, and you start learning. You would have started to learn how to cook. The same way here, through experience, AI learns. So when it comes to a basic software like Word, or this is Notepad here, or an Excel, which is not an AI software. Whereas the moment we bring in AI into it, it becomes an AI application. When we bring AI into it, today we talk about Copilot. Microsoft is talking about Copilot powering Excel, Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel 3-4 years ago, they were not AI applications. They were not AI softwares. Today, we can call them AI softwares because AI is powering them. So this is the difference. When A to B and to C, like the point A to point B, when it is well scripted, well defined, when everything is written previously, predetermined, then it is not an AI. Whereas when we don't know what is next, but the machine is capable of making a decision based on its past training, then that is an AI. If you still don't understand, you can stick with the explanation of this, how we do this. In traditional programming, we give an input, we give rules, and we get the output. In AI, we give the input, we give the output, and we get the rules how to do. So with that being said, let me move on to the next phase. It is AI is a moment. It is in fact a change. So when I say change, we need to also know the consequences of resistance to changes. If you look at this image of this animal, these are the dinosaurs we have never seen. I have never seen except for on TVs. you know what really happened? Like, anybody would like to give an answer of what happened to this animal? These animals, like, you must be, everybody must be knowing Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park, right? The movie that really changed the world. Just like how ChatGPT changed how we all look at AI, how even common people started talking about AI after ChatGPT. Same way, like the cine industry, the movie industry really took a new look after Jurassic Park. So we can always call, like, before Jurassic Park and after Jurassic Park. So you know what really happened to these animals? Okay, if you're not going to answer, let me say this. Like, at least could you tell me, like, do you think these animals are less powerful? You can answer that. You will know very soon, like, why, in an AI class, why we are talking about these things. Okay, so if animal, this is in fact very, very strong animal. In spite of that, they don't live today, and that is because they were resisting to change. So these are the dinosaurs that we have never seen. Let's look at some of the dinosaurs that we have seen. I don't know if you have, but in my life, I've used this phone. I have used this Kodak camera. I have never used BlackBerry phone, but I've seen people using it. So these companies, they don't exist the way they used to exist. Nokia is still there, Kodak film rolls anymore, because they were not, when Android was there, Nokia to adapt. When digital photography was booming, Kodak was not willing to shift. They wanted to do the traditional way of, like, the film rolls, and they still wanted to stick to the old way of doing photography. And when Apple launched a full screen smartphone, BlackBerry resisted, and they said that it would not do any good. But all these three companies are said that it would not do any good. But all these three companies are resisting to change, and they don't, like, they don't exist the way that used to. They used to dominate, but they are not the dominators today. More examples. For example, like, who would be the next dinosaur? I feel even Apple might be the next dinosaur, because of they're too huge. Like, like, people say that it's too big to fail, but it's not the case, because dinosaur, these T-Rex, these dinosaurs, they died. And if you look at the iPhones today, what they call Apple Intelligence is very primitive compared to what Androids can do. I'm an iPhone user. In spite of that, I'm saying I've used Android, and I'm continuously using iPhone and Apple products. But I can see the level of AI that they have is very primitive compared to what Android and Google is capable of doing. So if Apple don't take any serious decision for Apple 17, definitely, Apple may become the next dinosaur. This is my personal opinion. So when we, let's move on to this, because this may happen to even to Apple. If that would happen to Apple, what would happen to us? So how do we prepare for this changing world? The only way to to adapt to this changing world is, like, plan A is to learn AI, and I have a plan B also. Plan B, you better learn AI. There is no other option. I'm not really joking, and I'm very serious about this when I say that you have to learn AI. Because imagine that you want to work in a bank, and if you you live in 2010, or let's say 2000 and 2010, so it is like from 2001 till 2010. If you want to work in a bank, and if you say that you don't know how to use Microsoft Excel, you will not get a job inside. And today, without Microsoft Excel, like, we can't really, when I say Microsoft Excel, it's not just Excel, it's a spreadsheet, without which you will not be able to work in a corporate. That's a very basic skill that you would be needing. Same way, without knowing how to use AI or even creating AI, if in 5 years down the lane, it's going to be highly difficult. It's like you cannot say that you don't know AI. That's going to be something which everybody is going to. It is even going to become a subject in school. Just like how we have language, science, mathematics, AI will become a subject on its own. I remember like somebody was saying a couple of days ago that there may even be a department called AI instead of just calling it computer science. So yeah, with this being said, like how you can get a job, how to land on your first AI or data science job, or even a full stack developer job, how you can really full stack AI job if you would like to, how you can do that. We have given 5 actionable steps. Let me go through this in 2 minutes. Let me finish this. Number 1, need to get experience. So when I say like as a fresher, how will I get experience? For me to get experience, you give me job, only then I'll be able to get experience. So this is the old chicken and the egg story. Like break the cycle. Like you don't have experience, you are a fresher. I'm just assuming that you are fresher, and if you really want to break that cycle, the best way is go work as an intern. At least start, even if it's a non-paid internship, start doing that, and show your skills, and you contribute to the organization. Then you may even be promoted to a paid internship, or go and work for PhD scholars, like those who are doing PhD in AI. Go and work as a research assistant. You can add that as an experience. Go and work in startups. Apply for all the startups, like whatever startups that you find. There are so many AI startups that are coming up. So getting a job is definitely not having an experience is definitely not an excuse. You will get the job. So first step, get experience by adding value to the organization that you're working for. I've already told you, like start as a non-paid intern or work as a research assistant for PhD scholar, or apply in startups. So that's how you will start to get experience. Step number 2, build a targeted portfolio. You need to know what you are applying for, and please have an account in Kaggle, have an account in DaxHub or GitHub. I prefer GitHub personally for myself. And then there is another site which is interesting, Data Science Portfolio, which is datascienceportfolio.io. Please create an account here. Keep all your data science project, AI project, whatever you're going to learn here, keep in your GitHub. Show that I've attended this webinar, I've learned this, and I practiced this, and I know how to create a bot right now. So create a portfolio. That would be step number 2. Step number 3 is market yourself. Please network. Go open an account. I believe that you all have an account with LinkedIn. So please start networking with people. Connect with me on LinkedIn with our CTO Balaji sir, or our director Deepthi ma'am. So you can connect. You can send a request to them. You must be knowing our names already now. So send us an invite on connection request on LinkedIn. Get connected to us, and then connect with many other industry leaders, and go talk to them. Provide service, like help them increase your circle, your professional circle, and also learn continuously AI. If you can, please read Medium first, and then start publishing articles in Medium. If you do that, you will be recognized as a pro. So this is step 3. Step number 4, apply strategically. So you can either apply targeted method, or you can apply spray and pray method. So either targeted is like you need to know what kind of jobs that you want. You need to have a deeply curated resume. Like for example, with a lot of experience, you do this, and cover letters individual for individual companies. Whereas if you spray and pray method, it's just like, it's very simple. Like you don't, it's like shooting in the dark. Like apply at least 10 to 20 applications per day. And when you keep doing it, you need to know that the conversion rate is going to be less than 1%, which means you need to really apply a lot of jobs every day. So apply. There are 2 ways. Please do both. That's how you get a job. So first, curate a resume. Like when you know that this is a company where I really want to work and I really need it. Let's say if it's Amazon, or it could be Tata Consultancy Services, or Infosys, or in India, or Microsoft, Google, Facebook. If you want to work for these organizations, Tesla. So please work on deeply curate. And for applying for other organizations, you can always do this method. Like you can apply directions, apply like here. It's a, here I'm saying like 10 to 20. I would say even like 50 to 100 is also definitely a good choice. I have a student of mine who's a data scientist already in the US. She has once told me like it's been like 3-4 months that she was saying that she applied for one. She has applied for data scientist position in 1,500 companies. Imagine how many days that you should have been applying. And I just was asking her, did you even take a full-time role of applying for jobs? Because 1,500 companies, and she's that even that odds of getting a job is not that easy. That is for already a data scientist working there. I'm not here to discourage you, but this is one of the steps that you need to fulfill. If you have your portfolio ready, if you have your network ready, you will be able to get a job in a good company, and you'll be able to earn more also. We'll be seeing shortly like how much money you can make by learning AI and getting experienced in AI. So step number 5, relentless interview preparation. This is the final step. Please start preparing for your interview from day one. It's not, don't do like how you prepare for your, how college students or school students, how they prepare for the exam. Don't prepare last night, previous night before the exam. Don't prepare previous night before the interview. Prepare always, prepare immediately. If you want to land in a job in the next 3 months, start right now. Start here and now. So technically, you need to focus on SQL, Python, statistics, machine learning, case studies. Please use resources like interview query. Behavioral stuff, for example, please practice structuring answers. Don't randomly answer, but use the STAR method. Let me explain what STAR is. STAR stands for situation, task, and here it's action, and then finally like results. So here, explain the situation so interviewer understands the context of your example. They explain the situation, then explain about your talk about your task, the problem statement, or the challenge that you are the organization that was having. That is 10%. Then this is the 60%. Describe actions that you personally took to complete the task. What did you do to arrive at the how did you plan, and describe very well and explain how was the positive outcome or the results that are, how did you bring results. So if you structure your answers this way, they will know that, okay, you are a clear person, you have clarity in what you do. So this is very important. Please take care of your behavioral part. This will also be taught at Hear&Know AI when you learn AI from us. And you need to be like, the company fit. Please research about the culture. Would it fit your culture? Would it fit your values, mission? For example, I love working 100 hours per week. Me working in Infosys is something which I really love, because they ask me to work for 70 hours. I don't mind, because I love to work for 100 hours. I'm a fan of Narayana Murthy sir. So I can do that. But there are people who are not willing to work 70 hours. They are willing to work only 35 hours, 40 hours. No problem. You can be in a mediocre job in a mediocre company. So and you will have a mediocre income. So it is up to you to choose what you really want to do. So don't listen to people who say that you can go to the office and come back at 5 o'clock. Believe those people if you really want to grow big in life. So, and then remember, like, people will definitely, employers will hire only a well-rounded individuals who can solve problems. So this is the most important thing. Please become a problem solver, not problem creators. You don't go with a problem to your employer. You always go with a solution. If something is not working, please don't go to your employer saying that this is not working. Tell that person, tell your employer, yeah, I had this problem. I have solved it for you. And now here is the result. So if you go this way, you will definitely get a job. You will never, ever be looking for a job. Usually if you have these 5 steps, jobs will be looking for you. So then the next step, like, you have, like, these are the companies, top companies that are hiring for, these are the top position that they are hiring for. If you earning potential, we can come, if you have doubts, you can ask me in the end of the session. Like, if you have 0 to 3 years of experience in AI, when I say AI, artificial intelligence experience, 0 to 3 years, the beginning you will be earning less. Don't be intimidated, don't be disappointed. In the beginning, this is how it would be, like 20 to 40K you will be earning, which is up to 4.8 lakhs per annum. 3 to 5 years, this is where your income really grows for the better. 40K to 3 lakhs per month. So 3 lakhs per month is 36 lakhs per year, and that is when you have like 5 years of experience. But 5 to 8 years is their magic thing happens usually. Like, if you've studied compound interest or how compounding works, this is where you really take your this is where, in compound interest, like, you don't earn anything in the early stage. Like, you keep compounding your efforts, keep compounding your your hard work, keep putting the right amount of investment in your in your education. When you do that, 5 to 8 years is when you reach that 8.33 per lakh per month. That would amount to 1 crore per year income. I have some of my students who are earning this 1 crore a year. So this is not something which is impossible to achieve. It is absolutely possible, provided that you stick to the protocol and work 100 hours per week. So now we are done. We have done with chapter 1, which is AI and opportunities. Let's talk about the today's topic, which is let's code together. Let's do this. Like, how you can do this. Before even going to code that, you will I'd like to talk a little bit about our programs that we have, like Data Science Mastery Program, and also we have Full Stack AI Program. So in Data Science Mastery Program, you will be, people who are from arts background, MBA background, or people from or any stream, or even from science background, you can still apply for Data Science Mastery Program, because this is not necessarily coding related problems that you will be solving, but you will be solving business related problems. So full stack is for pure coders, people who would love to code and create applications, create AI powered applications, solving AI problems, along with creating beautiful applications. So depending on what you would like to do, if you're a non-tech person, you don't want to really code all the time, please, you would I would recommend you to opt for Data Science or Analytics Mastery Program. That's how we call it. Then if you are interested in coding and creating applications, which we'll be doing in a while, and you should be opting for a Full Stack AI Program. So let's kick start. I'm asking you that you should be knowing a little bit of Python for this. Even basics would be enough. You won't be needing these libraries for doing the coding right now, because we will be using different libraries which are basic, but for generative AI, there are some different libraries we will be using. So today's webinar number 5, date is 26 April 2025, and how to build an AI powered FAQ bot. Shall we begin? Give me thumbs up if you are ready. Okay, thank you so much. One more thing that I would like to add, please, you are welcome to attend webinars all the days, because every Saturday we will be having different topics. So it is not the same. If you have missed today's topic, it will not be repeated. However, this is recorded. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you will have access to all these videos. However, if you would like to catch this live and ask questions directly, you can attend our live webinar. Like next Saturday, we'll be talking about another different topic, which I'll be telling you at the end of this webinar. So let me come out. Okay. Let's begin by, okay, I have okay, let me just go to my, I'll go to github.com/HereAndNowAI. How many people know GitHub already? How many people are using GitHub already? You can say, you can do a thumbs up if you are already using GitHub. Pankaj Verma has raised a hand, which means like Pankaj is using it. Wow, thank you so much. This is Here and Now AI's official page, I would say, not the channel. I'm sorry. And if I go to repositories, and this is like webinar 5 tutorial FAQ AI bot. So this is what we will be. This is the piece of code that we will be using. I'll show you what we will be doing now. I'll go to, I'm looking for settings here, settings. Okay, I should be logging in, only then I'll be able to even go to that page, or I could simply I'll go to this link. Let me just, this site where it talks about value-added courses offered by Here and Now AI for college students. This is, you can download prospectus here, and I'm not promoting about the courses here. I'm just talking about, this is a website. This is a website which we are going to use for creating the FAQ bot. So we at the end of the session, what you will be, what you would be, capable of doing is, like, let me just put this to the left, and let me just I will, yeah. Okay, I'll bring this to the right. Okay, so this is something which I've already created. I'm going to show you what it is capable of doing. This is a FAQ bot for this website. So let's say if I would like to ask who the team players are. For example, I'd like to ask who is the CTO of Here and Now AI. So if I ask this question, the answer it is going to give like Balaji Kamalakaran is the CTO of Here and Now AI. Yeah, that's right. And if I'm going to ask who is the CEO, who is the COO, it is going to say, yeah, Deepti Balagopal. Okay. Now, if I'm going to ask few other questions, like for example, okay, if they are college students, what would be their course fee? For example, if I ask like, I will ask maybe what are the courses offered by Here and Now AI. So if Here and Now offers 2 value-added courses for college students: business analytics with AI and then full stack. Okay, if the fee is like, what is the fee? Fee. Okay, business analytics, it is 5,925, and then if it's full stack, it is 9,925 per student per semester. Okay, so if you look at this, if you go to ChatGPT, you will not be getting all these answers, because ChatGPT wouldn't be knowing what is the price of a course that is being offered at Here and Now AI, because it's not trained on that. So how do we prepare something like, for example, if I want to know the contact details, what is the okay. I would say like contact details, please provide contact details of Here and Now AI. So yeah, let me enter. Okay, I have, information is here. So if I ask the same question to ChatGPT, if you try doing that to Gemini, it will not be able to give you that answer. But this FAQ, which is trained on this particular page, it is capable of answering that. So how do we do that? Let's learn how to do that. This website is hosted here, and these are the code, and I'll also tell you how you can really how you can clone and how you can work on it. Let me bring my a folder called AI webinar. I'm having an empty folder here. So this is where I would like to clone this entire repository. Okay, this repository where Here and Now AI /webinar 5 tutorial FAQ AI bot. So what I'm going to do is, I've come to this page. Like, if you don't know how to, all you have to do is like github.com/Here and Now AI, hit enter, come to repositories, and then here webinar 5 tutorial FAQ, and click on this code, copy this URL. After copying it, let me just open open my a folder called AI webinar, which I've already created. I'm right clicking here and I'm going to click on open with, or I don't know if you use a Windows computer or a Mac, it's going to be different for you. I'm using Linux, so it is different for me. I have something called open with, or you can simply there you would find Visual Studio Code. Let me open this. I would have an empty Visual Studio code editor in front of me right now. I have this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring into this. So how do I do that? Let me let me just clone it first. I'm going to do it by make it big. Look into my terminal. I click on this terminal and I have my terminal here. I'm going to say git clone. I have already copied what is this link? I would say I have copied this link, right? Yeah, this link. So let me bring this link here, git clone, and I'm in my this repository. So I have it here. You can see it for yourself, what we have done. Whatever we see here, whatever we see here, we have brought it to this place. Now we are here. Let me go inside this. I will go. This is the name of the. Let me just make it a little big so that you will be able to see. Okay, I'll start working from here now on. Okay, now I would like to go inside this. Let me go inside ls. I have the name of this file is this. So let me copy this. And then I would say cd change directory to that. So now I'm inside this webinar 5 tutorial FAQ AI bot. Okay. So this one, if I simply open this, do I have this contain the folder that is okay here? If I go to that containing folder, I have this index.html file. I double click on it and I can see the website here ready. Okay, is that okay? Are you for this? For this particular webinar, you may we'll not be teaching you how to write HTML, JavaScript. We'll be going through the AI part alone. You need to know these basics, like what.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. Sir, sorry to interrupt. I think Gauri Varadarajan has raised his hand. So,
Madam?
There's someone raising the hand. Probably it's a doubt or a question.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Please. What is
Gauri Varadarajan?
Okay, so madam, if they are going to ask question, let them ask maybe in the chat bot. I'm sorry, in the message box or here. If you have any questions, please leave a sir. But I missed previous 4 webinars. You don't have to worry, Pankaj. You will be given access to the previous webinars as well. I will ask the team. I'll ask my team to get in touch with you. Don't worry about it. Please subscribe to Here and Now AI. YouTube channel, and all the previous webinars will also be uploaded. Even this webinar is also being streamed, so you don't have to worry about it. We can generate images, chatbot, many more. Yeah, these are the questions that are answered. Questions asked by Madam and answered by Naveen. Great. So if you have any questions, please ask. My team will be reading, and they will be letting me know, because since I'm not going to look into this actively at this moment. So until here, is it clear? You would like to have would you like to ask me any doubt? Yes, no? Are you clear with it? Okay, so let me close this. I'll close this. I'll close this also. I'll keep this because I'll be coming back to this later. So I have this Visual Studio Code. I have imported, I've cloned this GitHub repository. And after that, I have come to this place. Till here, is it clear? Okay, now I'm going to use Python to code to build the bot that I was showing you. I'm going to I'm going to use Python. So if I'm going to write anything in Python, what should I first do? What is the first step that I'm doing? Can anyone answer? I'll give you 5 seconds if you answer. If not, I'm going to, I will be telling you. If somebody is going to answer, let me just see this. If there is anybody would like to answer. Okay. 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 Let me answer this. If I'm going to create anything in Python, I always start with creating virtual environment, Python, and I'm going to create a virtual environment. I'm going to call my virtual environment .vnv, virtual environment. Let me create this. And if you see, there is a new .vnv is created. I'm going inside this VNV, inside bin, I have this activate. So I'm going to activate this by saying like source. In Mac as well as on Linux, it is called source. In Windows, it is different. In the video, maybe in the description, we will be writing how to do it for Windows as well. If you're using Windows computer, on Mac and Linux, it is source. Go to that place like .vnv slash .vnv slash bin slash activate. So let me write that here. So when I do that, this environment is activated. That's how you see this .vnv within parentheses, and then I have this path where my webinar 5 tutorial all the repository is located. So here, after creating this virtual environment, let me I have like these are the requirements for running this. Building this bot. So I need Gradio, I need Google's generative AI, I need Python.env, like request, beautiful soup. So I don't need to install all of them one by one. I can do it simply like pip install -r requirements.txt. What I would do, like whatever name that is given, like here it says requirement.txt. I'm just saying pip install all the requirements like -r, and this is the file where I have all the requirements. So radio greater than or equal to 4. So I think I would be needing something like 5. Let me do that first. If I let me enter, you may have installed Python packages in global. Okay, I definitely need. I've already created a virtual environment as well. Let me go and select it. I think I did not select it. Like I'm installing anyway in the virtual environment. All these packages are getting installed right now. Yeah, these packages are installed, and I need to upgrade my pip also. That I will do later. At the end of this session, I will do that. Okay, now what would I do? Like, is it on the right Python file? Okay, let me start that. Let me understand that. I'm going to click on, in this empty space, I'm clicking on new file, and I'm going to call my file as app.py. This is the app that we are creating, the chatbot app itself. So let's begin. First step is to import all the necessary functions. So I'll tell you like what we will be doing. I'll give you an intro of like there are only 4 or 5 steps that are involved. It's not that difficult. So first we need to import all the necessary libraries, and then the next step is to we should call the API. Calling the API, calling the API. Okay, fine. Then we should also be, we would be using the soup, like we would use the website, we'll give the website URL, like which one that it should be scrapping. Okay. So then the next step is, we will create a function for getting the response, from LLM. What is LLM? Anybody can answer? What is an LLM? That's all. These are the 4 steps. Then we will be like, after defining it, like we'll run the app and we will be able to see that. Anyone would like to answer what an LLM is? Like I go here, I can see somebody has answered. Large language models. Great. Thank you so much, Naveen. Good job. I would like to applaud for you. Tuck, 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 tuck. Yeah. Okay. So here, necessary libraries. What are the necessary libraries? Whatever we have installed. Like here, we have installed these libraries. Let us all import all of them in the app.py. Let's start doing that. Let's install first. Like, sorry, not installing, like import. Let's import Gradio as GR. Okay. And then let's import, let me just, if this is there, I've already installed. Let me click here and see the virtual environment. Where's my virtual environment? It is still missing. Okay. I thought I've already activated it. It is activated. Okay. Let me just go here where that thing is installed. I'm not able to see that. So if you don't see it, like, I will simply, like, I'll close this entire I'll close this entire VS Code, and I will, maybe I would simply like open it once again. Where is my, let me just come here, open with, let me open this. Let me see if this thing works now. Okay. Okay. Did I do anything? Like, the app file is in fact is missing. Okay. Let me see it once again. Okay. Let me just create it once again. App.py. Import. I'd like to import Gradio as GR. Now it is working fine because it has, I just simply like closed it, and sometimes this happens with VS Code. I have to close it and open it. Then this virtual environment is selected, and here you go, it's done. Then I'm going to import OS. I would also need requests, which I've already installed. Then I'm going to import Google's some libraries, which are like generative AI library. I'm going to import this as Gen AI. And then from Beautiful Soup 4, which is BS4, I would like to import Beautiful Soup itself. So this is the importing phase. And then next step was, I was telling, like, we'll be calling the API. So how do we do that? Like, I'll call this like Gen AI, this particular, this function that I have imported, Gen AI dot configure, because we are going to configure now the API key itself. So the API key is equal to, I'm going to put it here in the OS. I'm going to call this, I'm going to put it in the environment, and I would use this OS function to get the key, like the dot get environment. This is where, like, let me show you how it is going to happen. I'm going to use Gemini. So let me call it like, Gemini API key. So I would use it this way. For that, I would come here, right click, and a new file. I will create .env. So this is where I will be saving my Gemini key itself. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to come here and paste this here. And then I would, like, say is equal to, inside this, I need to have the API key itself. So I'll tell you how I'm going to get my API key. I will not be able to show you in front of, so I have to skip this part. Like, I will not be skipping, but I will not be showing you, but I'll show you how I would be getting. but what my key is, I cannot show you. I'm sorry. So here I would go to aistudio.google.com/API key, and I click here, enter. I click on get API key, or no, and I don't need to because I'm already there. So I click on create API key. If I click here, it would ask for any project that is already running. Like I have something called Google Gemini API. That is what I've already created. If you don't have one, you need to go to Google Cloud Console, Google Cloud Console, go here, click on the first link, and then click on this, click on the select a project. There aren't any project, so you can click here, new project, and I would call it like I would call it like a webinar, AI webinar by Here and Now AI. So if I just create something like this, I will create an app itself. It is getting created. The project is getting created. After this project is created, I can come here. I would simply refresh. I should be able to see it. If not, I will have to wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Not yet. Again, like maybe I will do a hard refresh, Control F5. If I do that, let me see if this works now. Click on this create API. I still don't have it. That's all right if I don't have it. It's just that I have to wait for some time because it has to reflect here, because there is no organization, but the key is already, the application is already created. That's what I could say. Let me just refresh. If not, I will use the Gemini API key for time being. Okay, yeah, it has come now. All I had to do is just simply wait for some time. An AI webinar by Here and Now AI. I use this, and I'm going to create a fresh key. This key is here. I copy this key. I'm going to bring this to the. I'm going to bring this to my VS Code. I'm going to paste this key here. Don't worry, I will be deleting this in a while. I'll be deleting my API key. So it won't be like, please don't, it's free. You don't have to use my key. You can always use a fresh key on your own. At the end of the webinar, I will be deleting this. So then after entering the key, so you have already entered it in the .env file, and then you have this Gemini API key called, because this, through this OS, we are calling this environment file. Okay, then we need also a model. So model is equal to Gen AI. Here we are going to use generative model, and then for the generative model, we need to give the name. Right now, we are going to use something called Gemini -1.5 -flash-latest. So this is what we will be using right now. Let's do this. Then we need to fetch the website URL. So let's say like the website is like web site URL is equal to HTTP. Yes. So as I was showing you, the website, where is this? The website is here in the GitHub. So I think it's like Here and Now AI. Yeah, this one. This is the website. Okay. Here and Now AI.github.io webinar 5 tutorial FAQ. So I'm copying this link and I'm then bringing back to my VS Code. So I'll paste it here. This is the right URL. I believe this is the right one. Yeah, because it just opened. And let me write this response. I'll call a variable called response. And here I'm going to use this function which I imported, request. So this request function is going to enter into this website, and after entering it is going to get some information. What information it will be getting? It will be getting the information from the website URL. So it's going to, we are passing this variable into this. This is first argument. The second argument, like, okay, now take, go to the header part, and then that's where our AI model is going to come into picture. Like I'm going to say user.agent. This is part of like Google's protocol, how we should like, this is in fact the protocol for Beautiful Soup, and the request function. So this is for the request function. So user agent, here it's going to be Mozilla, because Mozilla is helping us to scrap information from the website. So after scrapping, it is going to send it to LLM AI model, and that will in fact help us frame the, like take the answer and frame into a beautiful sentence and give it back to us. Timeout is equal to 10. We wait for 10 seconds. If it's not loading, we wait, instead of like coming and giving you null response or response as none, we wait for 10 seconds so it gives us some, the right answer that we are looking for. Soup is equal to Beautiful Soup. We are calling this function right now, the imported one, and inside this we are going to pass two arguments, which are response, and we are taking this as content. Then we also need HTML dot parser. We need to we need to wrap them in quotes, this one. Okay, so once this is done, we will have to have a context, because we don't want text directly from the body. If we keep it that way, what would happen is we will get junk response sometimes. So we write it as like website content. We create a variable called website content. There we are passing the soup inside this variable, which has this Beautiful Soup function. And from here, body, like from the body, get text, we are asking it to get the text. And after getting the text, it should in fact separate. The separator is going to be this way. How it is going to separate it? If you have a line break is what we are using. For backward slash and n will help us to come to the next line. Then strip is equal to true. Only then it will be able to get the answer from our website. Then if soup dot body do this activity, else if you don't really get anything, you can simply like we can say that could not get website let's say website body. Okay, are you clear with this until here? Any doubts here? Let me just close this so that you will see the entire thing. Then now we need to, like, our three sections are over. The final section, or I would say like function, and then finally we need to create the app itself. So if we do this, like define, and then we define a function called get response. This will communicate with the LLM, Gemini LLM, Gemini Flash, and it will give us it requires two arguments, query and then history. History we will not be using during this session. However, history is still needed. It is required. It is needed by the chat interface. So let's keep that. Prompt is equal to. We are going to have a context here. Context from. So context is, it should be from the website URL. This one. Context is from website URL, and then it's going to be like in the next line, it's going to be website context itself. Did I say content? I think this should have been context. I'm sorry. This is website context, and then backslash, then again backslash n. So line break, what we are asking it to do is, okay, now you take the question should be taken from the query, whatever the user is asking, and then you go on to answer me, but answer only based on the website. Don't do it from outside. Like, answer based only on context. Okay, which means if it is out of context, don't answer. That's what we are telling the LLM. We are giving instruction to the LLM. You need to answer. The user will be asking you a question that's passed into the query, and you give me the answer only if it is in the website context. If not, you directly say that it's not in the website. That's all. So we come to the next line. We capture the response. Response is equal to model dot. So what we are doing here we are picking this, taking this model. Model is nothing but the generative AI, this function, this function itself. So we are taking this, we are taking the model and ask it to generate content itself. After, what would it generate content with? It should create the content with this prompt. The prompt is nothing but the question and the answer only from the context. I hope this is clear right now. If not, again, I'm telling you one piece of information. This is a quick webinar. We will not be able to cram everything like what you will learn in a 20-hour or a 40-hour program. In 2 hours, whatever we can, we are trying our best to teach you. So we are returning a response.text. Response should be brought to us as text. So that's it. This function is over now. The final step that we have to follow is, let's create the interface itself. Like now, if the name is equal to main, okay, this is going to be _ main _ and then close it with the colon. Now we need to have the interface itself. So interface is like, we are going to use this Gradio GR. So here, what are we going to do? Gradio dot chat interface. We take this chat interface, inside which we need to pass 2 arguments. One is function. Function is this get response function. We'll pass this get response function. And then we need to pass the title for our bot. Title for the bot would be, let me wrap this into quotes. Here and now AIs. FAQ bot. Let's name it this way. And if we do this, and when we run this, let's see what happens. I think it has run into some error, some tuple. Okay. Just look what the error is. Okay. Messages that have created remote. Okay. Okay. So chatbot. Okay, role content. I am missing out on something. Okay, let me. This is where I have the error. Let me go inside this and see where the error lies. Where? Frameworks. Okay. Okay, this is good. Let me just did I miss something with the name here, spelling? Everything is right. Gemini 1.5, Flash, okay. This is okay. This is the website. It didn't have any problem here. Okay. Beautiful soup. I was able to parse it. It worked out well. And then cure separator. Okay. Yes. Fine here. Then I have this query here. Here, this is fine. Context. Yes. Okay. And now, okay, I don't see any error here so far. Okay, did I even, I think I should have launched it first. So I didn't even launch it. I forgot to launch this, calling that app to launch. Let me run this now. Okay, yeah. I forgot to launch the app, that's all, because there isn't any other error. So let me click on this link and, it should be taking me, or what I would say, like I'll simply, right click and copy. I copy this and I would come here and paste this here. Oh my God, what is this? Did I even copy that? This didn't get copied. Okay. Okay. I think I've copied it. Let me come here and paste it here once again. Site can't be reached. Let me see. Okay, did I stop by accidentally? Did I stop it? I think yes, I did. Let me run this program once again. And now, yeah, it is running. Let me come back and refresh this. Yes, the bot has come. Let's see how it functions. Okay, I have this website to my left. I'm sorry, yeah, to my left here, and to my right, I have this bot, okay, which I just created in front of you. Okay, let me ask the questions that we were having. Like, for example, let me ask this time, who is the CMO of Here and Now AI? Let me see if this is going to give the right answer. Yeah, Gopalakrishnan Kanno. So the bot is working. So if I ask any questions, for example, who is the president? I don't know if it's going to answer this. President of the US. The question cannot be answered from the given context, the provider, because this is not, the provided context is about an AI education company in India. So you cannot answer. This is the difference between an FAQ bot and a general chat bot. So like, for example, I would like to know what are the courses that are offered already. Like maybe I have already asked this question in the beginning of the session. Let me ask now, what will I be learning? What will I be learning from these two courses? Because I'm not asking directly, I want modules. So I'm not asking that way. I'm just asking AI to test if it is capable of answering. Business analytics, data driven. Okay, what you will be like? Okay, business analytics AI course teaches data driven business intelligence using Python, and then visualization. It's somewhere visualization, and then AI tools like AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini. So yeah, it's written here. So yes, it is capable of answering that. And now I'll ask directly what are the modules. How many modules are involved in it? How many modules are involved in it? So the business analytics with AI has 6 modules, and full stack AI or course also has 6 modules. So with that being said, this is the FAQ bot is done. Like now I would like to ask you, like, if you have any doubts, if you have any questions, if you would like to go through the steps, please ask me. I'll be able to I'll be gladly I'll be able to help you. If you want me, like, I'll just simply go through whatever steps that we have whatever we have done so far. Let me just bring my VS Code again. What we did, we simply cloned it. However, the only reason why I cloned it, I wanted you to know a little bit about Git, and also you can do this locally. You can do it from your own computer. You can download this information, and these are all available as open source in our GitHub repository. If you want, if you really want to know, like, all you have to do is go to our GitHub page, which is again like GitHub. Typing, yeah, github.com/HereandNowAI. So if you hit enter, you will be able to go to the repository where this is where I took the code, and I will also be uploading this app.py shortly. Like, I'll push it to Git, so you will get that access as well. I don't want you to download that immediately. Like, you can play with it first. You can work on this code on your own from your end. If you write these, just simple 5-step process, like, import step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. Import, configure API key, like, say which URL that you would like to scrap from or get the information from, and then get the response. And you can do it with any website here. For example, if I can like, I can show you what it is capable of doing. If I this bot is capable of fetching information from any website. For example, if I go to hereandnow.co.in, if I go to this French language courses in Chennai for this website, if I go here, and all I have to do is copy this link, and then simply come back to, where is this VS Code? Yeah, I come back here, and then if I paste here this link, all I have to do is go to the terminal. I kill this, Control C. I'm killing this current. I'm closing the current server. Yeah, now I'm restarting it. Like, I'm clicking on this play button to run the new file. I mean, the new link that I've given. So this time, what I have is hereandnow.co.in is the website, and here I go this bot. Let me delete all these things. I will ask some questions like, what is this website all about? What do they talk? What do they talk here? Let me see. Yeah, the website Here and Now, the French language school offering French, German, Spanish, and English courses. And so many activities. Job placement. Okay. It says 100% job. Okay. Do they offer? Do they guarantee a job? Okay, I don't know. May not write with the spelling. Yeah. Yes, the website states that they offer 100% job guarantee. RAN is what I should have written, but yeah, even in spite of writing it wrongly, the AI is able to pick the right one. Okay, so what is the contact information? Please provide the contact details. Okay, so contact details. Yes, I have all the necessary contact details. So all you have to do is, if you know how to simply write these these few lines of code, you can create your own bot, and which is capable of answering your own content. So that is what you have learned today in this session. In next Saturday's webinar, what you will be learning here is, let me go into this, hereandnowai.com/VAC. The same website, the same bot, whereas the bot would have been integrated here inside this. This we are not going to see in our today's webinar because we are running short of time. We'll not be able to do that. So in fact, if you click here, you will have this, the bot, the frequently asked question bot insight. Like whatever we have learned is for a website. Now, this is next Saturday. It is going to be within the website here. For example, if I'm going to ask, like, tell me about the full stack AI developer curriculum. So when I click here, I get the curriculum details here: IDE setup, API development, Flask API, LLM integration, Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, LangChain, vector databases, and so on. So, yeah, that's it for the webinar content today. Like in fact, what we are going to learn next week is also explained. I would like to ask you if you have any questions, because now I would like to explain steps that are involved in securing the certificates. What you have to do is you simply have to attend the third part. Then you will know like how you will be able to, because if you leave now, you will not be able to, you would have missed the important part, like where, securing a certificate for attending this webinar. So if you have any questions, any doubts, ask me, because I would wait for 20 seconds, and then I would move further. No questions at all? You don't have any questions? Okay, so if you don't have any questions, I would, I would ask, yes, FAQ, Abhi Binaigi, yeah. FAQ bot learning was interesting and informative, sir. Thank you so much. That was very nice of you, Abhi. If you have any doubts, you can ask. So next week we will be, as I told you, like next week we will be seeing how to, deploy that on a website itself directly. Like we will, we in fact learned how to deploy on Hugging Face. Balaji sir must have taught you during the last webinar. So we are going to integrate these two, like whatever you learned during last Saturday and whatever you have learned this Saturday. We are going to put them together and learn them on the next webinar. So I would like to leave you with Madam. So she will be able to, I'll stop sharing my screen, and she will help you how to, in fact proceed further, how to get the certificate. And please remember to subscribe to YouTube channel, and so that you can practice this session on your own. I would ask now Madam to take over.
Sure,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for this session. Thank you so much, sir. I'll share my screen. Any of you to give me your thoughts on how it went? Were you there? You could manage to do this? Did even one of you try to do it on a separate tab? By and by, when sir was teaching you, going by the steps, did you even try to do it on a separate tab? Any one of you here? Divya?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, did you try doing it, Divya?
No, I'll watch the YouTube video and do alongside that.
Okay. You need a little more time to get back to it and do. Okay. Anyone else? You could please tell me. Yeah, I will do it by searching the GitHub repository. Okay, Naveen. All right. Well, so we're talking about the two roads diverged in a yellow wood. The chapter 3 to conclude. Well, so we have our 5 value-added modules. Now, we started talking about what is AI and the opportunities, and post which we continued to tell about, how you got to prepare, the step-by-step preparation towards this. And now that you know, your plan is to just learn AI, okay? Plan A and the plan B, both are to learn AI. How should it be done in a very channelized manner is what I would like to quickly mention, okay? Yes, so we have mental preparatory sessions, which is part of our immersion program in AI, a complete AI mastery. which has everything that you require during your AI journey. This gets you to understand how you should be approaching your value added, this is a value add module which will be part of your AI learning journey. And this gets you ready to understand how AI has to be approached, how much of, repetition to be given. Very fast, okay. I can go a little slow, okay. So, yes, how much of importance needs to be given? What are, the tips and techniques that you can keep in mind while you are learning a new language? If I call Python, it's a language, or computer language, of course. Yeah, and then your maybe name it formulas, maybe name them a software to use it, whatever. See, basically, we have AI for tech people as well as for non-tech people. Okay, so even to make you understand what it is, our mental prepositions will help you. Then the other module that we have is Introduction to Business English or Business French, where, so both of these are international languages. They are not the region languages. You know them, right? So whatever be your technical skills, these soft skills are going to complement your technical skills. These are going to complement your hard skills. So business English or business French, based on your whatever you're good at, you can choose the other one. Whichever is new to you, strange to you, you can choose. See, I have some of them who know French and they want to learn AI, then obviously they can take up business English just to get their, better honing, refining their English skills. But if you're somebody who is already good in English, you know English, like for example, it's easier for me to relate to Divya. Then if it's Divya who's going to do the immersion program in AI, she can choose to have business French. An introduction to business French will be there, part of her entire immersion program module into artificial intelligence. Okay. If I'm fast or if you don't understand anything that I'm telling you, please feel free to stop me, ask me, and I can repeat. Number one. Number two, you can always get back to us once the session is still over and we can still explain to you in detail. Okay. It can be the silliest question. It can be the simplest question. Don't worry. We are always there to answer to your queries. Public speaking. Do you agree? I'm sure you all will agree if I tell you that public speaking is an important factor. There can be people knowing A to Z of what it is on the technical front. But if you're not able to present your idea, if you're not able to convey it the same way, if you're not able to, pass it on with the same enthusiasm and the vigor that you've coded your idea, and if you're not able to present it there in front of people, it doesn't really achieve your goal, right? So public speaking is another skill set, which is also a value-added module for the immersion program in AI. And LeetCode, introducing to LeetCode and problem-solving sessions are also part of this. So this is how we stand apart in at Here and Now AI. How we stand apart is, one, we give you very complex things which are simplified and presented to you. So that is what exactly our professors and the product creators have, like Rudran sir and Balaji sir, they worked on this day in and day out to make very complex things simpler and easier to be delivered for any layman. Okay, you need not be that so-called as a person with a smart brain. Ask me, I'm not that. Okay, so I'm not somebody who would know something just given at one go. Now, to understand how to code a FAQ chatbot, I need to really work on this multiple times than what few of you would have to be working on this. Okay, so there, all these value add modules are really going to play an important role for me. And there I will like to have a tutor or a professor who's simplifying the complex tasks for me. That is how Here and Now has always stood apart in any of our teaching modules, be it human languages, be it computer languages. Okay, and secondly, how we stand apart from any other institution, or see, all of these are available in so many institutes today in Chennai and in India, across the globe. You don't even have to move anywhere. You get it at Coursera, Udemy, name it, and so many places where you can get them, right? But how, again, we stand apart is we make you do capstone projects All that you learn is not going to be just part of your GitHub. It is going to be there in your GitHub. You will be able to use it on your profiles, and you will be able to prove it and do it and show while you're across the table on an interview. Given a chance, they ask you to code and show you how to create a chatbot, how to do a static application. You will be able to do it because it doesn't just stop with your learning module in your classes. It goes to your GitHub repository. It also helps you to being able to show it on a real time as an example and show it to your recruiter. That is where we really play an important role. That is where our day and nights have been, really dedicated to creating things, making complicated things simpler, and giving you capstone projects, getting you hands-on to present your idea. Okay. Also, top projects using AI, like I just mentioned them, apart from problem solving techniques and lead code, also have your top projects using the artificial intelligence that you got to learn. So it's not theory alone, of course, practical sessions and readily available or getting you industry ready. Whatever be a question thrown by your recruiter, you will be there with all your confidence, being able to present it in front of them. End of the day, the goal is to make you industry ready. Okay, so the practical approach along with profile building, which is done for you individually, getting you there to the 100% placement. We guarantee you this, and we are sure that you will be placed in the artificial intelligence industry. The need of the hour will be solved by you. Okay? Yes. So, Ms. Denny Step, and you want to revise later, please, you may always log on to and see on our official YouTube channel at Here and Now AI. You can see the entire session, today's session. You may please scan this QR and subscribe to be connected because we keep adding information, news, or teaching that is happening. So kindly revisit any of the sessions anytime for clearly understanding or to just go back and see what happened, what did sir say at this point in time. So when did I come across a doubt? I know I could do until step 3, but what happened at step 4? There can be various doubts. So don't even be worried at all. Like Pankaj asked, what happened because I missed my 4 sessions, what I've taught earlier. You can always get back to all of them. They are all safe there and very clear, available to you at any point in time to access. Okay, do subscribe to our channel. Be part of our journey in AI. Okay, well, to conclude, I would like to thank you first, and post which I want you to please take few minutes. Mehak and Raj are here to help you. So you can fill in your details here to get your certificate and give in your feedback. Kindly log on to this. I hope all of you are able to see this. You may please connect yourself to this link wherein feeding in your details will generate your certificate and it will be sent to you via email. Each one of you will be receiving this for having attended this webinar today on creating a FAQ chatbot. Also, could I call out each of you? If you have any difficulty, please tell me. Yeah, thank you, Mehak. She has shared the link on the chat box. You can also simply click the link there. That will lead you to give the feedback form and give in your details for the certificate. I'm holding on to the screen for the next 5 minutes also. Since the link is here, I'm moving to conclude. Kindly scan this code and give us a 5-star on Google. We would love to hear from you. Any critics that you have, you can always write it on the feedback form and encourage us by giving a 5-star here. And how much you like the session, please write it there on Google. Yeah, are we good to go? Are you all there? You're able to scan this? Since the feedback link is always on the chat box, you can complete this task and then get there. I'm holding all of the scanner codes at one place for the certificate to log on to our YouTube channel and then give us the Google 5-star. This really matters, and we would like to come up with a new topic the upcoming Saturday. Are you all there? Abhinayagi, Anandita, Darshana, Divya, Gauri Varadarajan, Jay Kavya, Jerlin Peter, Kirtana, Purnima Devi. You're not able to open the link. Mehak, could you please help Naveen to give him the right link? Couldn't reach the site? We're looking into this. Sarava, you were able to do it? Wonderful. Yes, ma'am. Not able to reach the site. Sir says, please use the link. Could you see Balaji sir has just sent a link in the chat? Could you look into that? Nandita. Yes, Anandita. You've done it, Anandita? Were you able to scan to the QR on Google for the Google rating? If any of your phones are asking for cookies, then you need to just allow cookies. Anandita has also not been able to do it. Anandita, can you try this link? Yes, it's working. Thank you. Thank you, Ma. Abhinayagi. You just have to allow cookies. So were you able to do the 5-star rating, all of you? Darshana, Jay Kavya, Naveen, Saroa, Shakti, Subhashri, Shweta Murugan. Yes, we are still here. Do you need any support? Please feel to contact us. Abhinayagi said it's working. Okay, wonderful. Anandita, you were able to do it? Anandita, are you at the right place? Thank you so much. Bye, everybody. Thanks for being so patient and attentive. We are here. You can always reach out to us. Raj and May can help you anything further that you require. Okay. Thank you. Have a great day, all of you. Happy weekend.